Good morning everybody, welcome back to a new adventure video. My name is Daniel. So I'm actually going to go backpacking to Yosemite pretty soon, so I figured why not show you my backpacking setup so you can have a really good idea as to what someone carries out in the backcountry. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So to start off with, I have my backpacking backpack. I really like this just because it has a lot of compartments that I could store snacks and other essentials that I can access pretty easily. I also love these two strap pockets that I have right here where I could put more snacks, I could put my phone, I could also put a water bottle there too if I needed to. Yeah, I really like this pack a lot. It's very accessible for everything that I need. So next up I have my shelter right here. This is a two-person backpacking tent. It's very lightweight, about 2 pounds, 10 ounces, something like that. Packs down pretty nicely too. Fits on top of my bag very nicely. Next up, I have my sleep system. As you can see right here is my sleeping bag. I do actually have a stuff sack to compress this even more. That's pretty ideal, especially for the tiny backpack that I have. Along with this, I also have my sleeping pad. This is an inflatable sleeping pad right here. It does tend to pop a little bit if it's on pointy surfaces, so I do have this thin light foam pad just to keep it protected from the floor. And then I also have an inflatable pillow. Next up I have my cooking set. So you see right here I have 2 lighters. I usually bring 2 just in case one doesn't work, so this is my backup and this is my main lighter. I also have my multi-tool, so I got a little knife in it just to cut stuff up, and then just for literally anything else I might need it for. I got my spoon, and I have my collapsible bowl. Pretty neat. Also have some salt and pepper to add some flavor to all my meals. And then right here I have my backpacking stove, which actually contains my fuel, the actual stove itself, and it comes with another little bowl too. So next up we have water and water treatment. Right here is my water filter. It's a Katadyn Be-Free water filter. Works really well, nice and fast. Love this water filter. Next up right here, I have my 3 smart water bottles. They're very lightweight, so I like to carry those around. I usually carry 2 1-liter bottles and then a smaller one that I can fit on the front side of my backpack. And lastly, there's a list of miscellaneous stuff that I'd like to share with you. So one thing is like face protection, right? We have a hat right here just to keep ourselves protected from the sun. I also have my first aid kits. Always make sure you bring a first aid kit. You never know when you're gonna need it. Next up, I have my clothes. They're actually inside of a dry sack that I can actually use to inflate my sleeping pad too, which is pretty cool. I also carry 1 trekking pole with me at least. It's very handy for downhill sections. It definitely lightens the load on the knees when you're going downhill. Also have my headlamp. You can't forget your good old pooper scooper for when you need to go out in the backcountry. This thing's pretty neat. I also have a portable charger just in case I need to charge up my phone an extra bit while I'm out in the backcountry. I also like to carry a bandana with me just as kind of like a face towel or to soak up in the river just to keep me cool too. And also, since I'm backpacking Yosemite, I am carrying a bear canister with me. This is a smaller one, but this will carry all the food and toiletries that I need for when I'm on the trip. You always need a bear canister for when you're backpacking in Yosemite. It is a big requirement. And lastly, I carry some Ziploc bags with me. Some to carry, this big one just to carry all my snacks. Some of these are for trash and then just for extra snacks too, as well as toiletries. So that about sums up my backpacking setup for a trip. Just a few more things to add is to make sure you have a map. You make sure you bring the proper permits for the trip. The journal, I like to write out when I'm out in the backcountry. Also bring an extra sweater. I also have a video talking about backpacking food, so if you're interested in learning about that, I'll have a link in the description below. I will also have a link to the 10 essentials, which is very important to have, especially when you're on a backpacking trip. And that's about all I have for you today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful in any kind of way. I'll see you next time. Have an excellent day. Peace.